Okay, hello everyone and welcome to another randomized gaming stream. My name is Random Gamer Riven and I welcome you to a look at Dino Crisis on the Sega Dreamcast. So quick note, I have just actually had to use the DCX to force this into 60 Hz. Doesn't appear to be 60 Hz by default. It's one of those games that sort of annoyed me back when I first started. It's like, oh, but now these days I know how to force. So I believe this will be unoptimized 50 Hz as Capcom weren't very good at optimizing their games. But first of all, I'll say hello to my commentators. So hello to Devon T. Paradise. I don't know if you're on stream, but hello. And of course, hello to our returning streamer, Terry Wogan. Thank you again for joining. You've just completed Resident Evil 2 as Leon, have you? Yeah, definitely Resident Evil 2 has a few changes. I mean, I'd say the Dreamcast version's better, although I did notice the lighting effect is slightly different in this version. So, but yeah, the Dreamcast version is very good of Evil 2. I don't know how it compares to the GameCube one. I've never played it. Dino Crisis also has a nice VMU image as well, so let's get started. We have that sort of classic Resident Evil menu control the sound. So yeah, I've had to force this into 60 Hz with the DCX. So we've got monitor shooting. Oh yeah, that's just about right enough. I can actually see the white line a little bit, but usually the default brightness they tell you to use is normally not quite right. I should probably turn it up. I should just go to monitor tuning. I'll just turn it up a little bit for you guys. So properties, config video. I just want to make sure it's right for you guys, so it's not too bright and not too dark. Let me just see if I... So that is too bright. GameCube version of Resident Evil is too dark. It's not very good. I haven't actually played the GameCube version, so, and I've never really any interested in grabbing it, seeing as we've already got it on the Dreamcast. So, hopefully that should be good enough. Ooh, that's a bit bright for me actually. That'll have to do. Actually, getting a background static on this. Capcom obviously didn't secure up their background noise on this one very good. Now, I'll be honest, I've never really played Dino Crisis that much other than to check it's just working. So, this is really the first time I'm actually going to sit through and actually play this properly. I think also this is one of those games that I played, saw was 50 Hz and thought, meh. I think I paid like £5 for this back in the day because it was like one of those games being sold off that no one bought on Dreamcast. Let's go with normal.
You have mail. The second report from Military Experiment Facility. Agent name, Tom.
I have successfully infiltrated under the guise of a researcher as planned. I have encountered no information regarding top-secret development of new type weapons. But I have discovered there is an unexpected individual at this facility. The man is Dr. Kirk, the leading authority of our nation's energy research. Dr. Kirk was alleged to have died in an accident during the course of an experiment 3 years ago. The reports were premature, and it appears that he is currently working as the head of a non-weapon project at this facility. The experiment is in the late stages of development. Regarding the staged accidental death, it appears that this country is somehow involved, recommending that necessary actions be taken immediately.
Refer to the data on Dr. Kirk. Operation instructions.
Approaching drop zone.
Feels like we've got a little turbulence.
Once you hit the ground, head straight to the designated convergence point. Got it?
Sorry I'm late.
It's time. Let's move out.
What about Cooper?
Forget him. Time's up.
Wait! Wait!
Okay, this is the first checkpoint. Playtime is officially over, kiddies. Something's wrong. The lights in the guardhouse are out.
Maybe this has been a wild night of partying for the guards. You know, a little song, a little dance.
stay here, Junior. Leave the guards to me.
Hey, did you hear what he just called me?
Forget about it. Just let Gale handle this.
All right, it's clear. Okay, let's do this. I'll infiltrate the facility and occupy the control room on the first floor. I should have access to all the security systems from there. I'll contact you as soon as I've cleared the room.
Okay, and I have control at last. So we've got the intro. Poor Cooper. He didn't quite make it out of the opening intro, so we're already a man down. Much like Resident Evil. I noticed it was very much Jurassic Park esque with the whole of Dino Crisis. So, Terry Woe, good to see. They use the same radios as stars. Yeah, and appreciate the note. So this is harder than Resident Evil, is it? I must admit. I've never really played these other than for a few minutes, so this is purely a new experience for me. But as I finished Resident Evil an awful lot, I'm expecting pretty much the same. I think what I read is I have briefly played the third game. I can't recall if I don't think I've played the second game at all, but here goes. So let's have a gander around the facility. So okay, so shoot is right trigger. Let me just double check the controls. A lot of people use the complaint this was Resident Evil with so R1 is aim, so Y is subscreen, X is decide attack, which I don't do, B is cancel and dash, so if I hold B down. Yeah, literally this is the first time I've properly played this, I think, other than when I first got this. And A, decide, attack. AX, cancel, yeah. Okay, so pretty much Resident Evil and how it controls and looks. I know this one was much more like Resident Evil. The later games, they moved it more action-packed, which I think was perhaps... Yeah, 2's a lot more action-packed, and I think...
Rick can handle the inside of the facility on his own.
Let me guess. This is some of your handiwork, right?
The brass is still warm. These guards were shooting at something very recently.
So who were they fighting?
This wasn't much of a fight. I don't think these guards hit anything before getting sliced and diced. Whatever they were shooting at came in through there, and ripped right through the steel fence.
Well, the hole is nice and clean. But I still say you could have done this.
Very funny. Still need to figure out what happened here. Continue to sweep the area.
Got some ammo there by the looks of it. Yeah, from what I briefly read, 2's a lot more action-packed. 1's a lot more like Resident Evil. 2, they made more a run and gun. And 3, I have played 3. 3 is even more action-packed than the previous ones, but they put it in space, I think because of what was going on in the world. They just originally, apparently, I read 3 was supposed to be in a city, but they decided they didn't want to set it into the city because of the world events at the time, so then they set it to a space station. It just went completely off track and derailed the series. Nice to see we've got quick, fast intermission scenes, so nothing useful. Yeah, they definitely, this is literally just the PS1 version with slightly upscale. This is literally the. This literally looks like the. Check. She even has the same pushing animation as Chris from Resident Evil. So what have I got? I've got 9mm. So I've got 34 rounds. So that's obviously hemostat. So obviously you can bleed in this, but not take health damage. And you get resuscitation. So this is, you say this is harder, do you, Terry? Okay. Last is like a smooth, scaled up version of the PS1. He is checking the ground. The B1 backup generator room key here, this door. So, what key did I have again? Ground level, so that's the B1 door. Definitely, I mean, this is high-res looking, although it literally just looks like the PS1. The lighting looked a little bit different to the PS1 version. I'm still checking some comparisons. So this is all new to me. Ooh.
Rick here. I'm in. The place is deserted, though. I have a very bad feeling about this.
How's the progress going with that security system?
I don't know what's been going on here, but it looks like all the power in this facility is being cut.
Same here.
As long as that's the situation, there's not a lot I can do. Why don't you see if you can gain access to the backup generators on the ground level?
I'm on it. What are you doing here?
I caught the last part of your conversation.
By the way, I found a key.
Hand it over. Let's head outside.
With the Resident Evil intermission scenes in this one as well. Part to the backup generator. Can I go the other way? We get the back shots of Regina opening doors. It's locked. Okay. I think that sequence, I think, like in Resident Evil, was largely used in the original game to mask loading times, because the PS1, I believe, could do loading transitions. So literally the PS1 could load while it's showing this sequence.
That's disgusting.
This guy's been eviscerated. Something tore his intestines straight out.
Look at those tooth marks. It had to be some sort of animal.
Okay, let's move on.
Very similar to Resident Evil at the start. And some poor soul. So yep, torn apart by dinosaurs. We all know what's coming. The third game didn't even use dinosaurs. It used some weird hybrid thing, which I think is why it went off track as well. It was a much more gun-based game. I mean, it's an alright action game, the third one, but it's nothing like the first one. I think the series, they should have stuck towards this original format.
I'll stand guard here. You go inside and take a look around.
So I'm waiting for my first save point. It appears to be a notice. Avoid... I set the battery here. Okay, so we can charge the battery. I have to remember that. Avoid using the batteries from the other floor. Nice little joke there, Terry. Okay, so how am I supposed to tell what colours? So red, blue, green, white. Ah. Red, blue, green, white. Okay. To match the fuse colour. Yeah. There we go, red, blue, green, white. Will you press it? Yes. Red, blue, green, white. And we have power to the facility. We have power. Of course, this is just going to be the start of what is to come, so we need to get ready. So I have no idea what the battery charge is for. I assume we're going to have to use it to charge batteries at certain points. It mentioned we need to charge the battery. So those things are much tougher. 9mm ammo. Those things are much tougher than the zombies from Resident Evil. That was a Velociraptor by the looks of it. And Gail's taking the key from us as well, just to...
Good news. I got the control system back online. What's the situation over there?
It's Gale. I lost him.
So what's the bad news? Did you run into some guards?
You're not gonna believe this. He was attacked by some kind of dinosaur.
Now that's a good one. So, who was it? Barney?
This isn't a joke, you idiot. We were just attacked by a big-ass lizard.
For real? What's going on over there? Alright. Head over to the control room and we'll sort out this whole situation.
Destination, your position, okie dokie. Cold Fear in the Thing. So I've got Cold Fear. I have played Cold Fear. Cold Fear was really good on Xbox. I totally agree. Don't think I've played The Thing. I mean, I played Carrier on Dreamcast. That was quite good. The door is locked from the other side. Entrance hall. They've definitely smoothed things over with the PS1 visuals. Do you want to climb to the ventilation opening? Yes. I see she can climb, she can rappel in this. Alone in the Dark on DC. Yeah, that's not bad, Alone in the Dark. That was... Let's just see the map. We're going to be checking the map a lot tonight. Yeah, maybe the text is quite soft. There's definitely a slight blur filter they put to smooth everything over on Dreamcast. It looks like they've anti-elast everything. Another guard who's met his match, obviously. Can we check? Continues 5-2. You actually have a set number of continues on this game. I have briefly played. Alone in the Dark's not bad. I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but it's not bad. I really enjoyed the earlier ones, but the fourth one wasn't bad. It definitely kept the spirit of the... So this is where we want to head. Is this where the other guy is? Control room 1F.
What's our status?
This security system is a snap for me. Real amateur stuff. So, what exactly happened to Gale? You said that he was attacked by a dinosaur?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I just hope he's still alive. Anyway, our first priority is to complete the mission.
What we ought to do is just call in the chopper and get off this death trap.
That's a great idea, but Cooper has the radio, and he's missing. Hey, what's with this monitor?
That's the security monitor for the underground area. The camera's offline.
So I take it that means power still hasn't been restored to the area.
Exactly. They must have that area wired to a different power system than the ground level.
Well, we can investigate that area after we finished our sweep of the ground level.
Okay, then I'll take care of the shutters that are blocking the way. You work your way in, grab the dock, and then rendezvous back here. What's the deal with this place anyway?
An ID card is required to operate the elevator. Needs to be a fuse box.
Yeah. Now what I want to know is where those things are coming from.
So fortunately, you can see I've got no ammo for the shotgun, so I do need to equip the handgun. You can definitely see this looks like it's a straight up PS1. Will you press the switch? So a straight up upgrade of the PS1 version. There's not much extra. You can even see some of the PS1 sort of texture ripples on the computer screens. Oh, but yeah, the Alone in the Dark on the Dreamcast was quite good. There's a few survival horror games. You've got Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Code Veronica, you've got Dino Crisis, so I think they're all the ones Capcom did. You've got Carrier, and then you've got Alone in the Dark. There's the Evil Dead game, but that's not very good. Oh, the other one that's actually quite good that you don't hear many people talk about is the Seven Mansions of the sort of Deadly Smile, which was a Koei game. That's actually quite a good one. I should stream that at some point.
Regina, I took care of the shutter. You should be able to access the control panel now.
Already? That was quick. Thanks.
Hey girl, just get going.
Yeah, some of those textures don't look very smooth there, or are they meant to? Carrier's not bad. It's definitely worth a look. I wouldn't say it's the best survival horror game, but it was solid enough. I think I read it was going to get a sequel as well. A sequel on PS2 that never occurred. It was like one of Jericho's last games. Just the management room, isn't it? Shoot the dino, yeah. So is one of your team going to be bad like the original, or the original Resident Evil? Will you read the emails? Yep, I'll overwrite my save as I've basically shot. Yeah, they've definitely anti-elast everything. It's a little bit blurry on some of the text, but other than that, there's a lot more detail in terms of how everything else looks. So, and yeah, literally every step I take, I am playing further than I've ever played in Dino Crisis before. Why is visiting the main entrance not sounding like a good idea? There's some slight things where you see the texture a little bit warped, and I wonder if that's... That is just the options. I'm just going over Wi-Fi. Probably, if it's red door, it's probably closed, but let's find out. Out of intro, Terry, do you know how much ammo you get in this one? Do you get lots of spare ammo, or are you quite limited? Do you need to be quite sparse on what you're shooting? I assume you finished this one before, Terry? Collect the input disc with the same mark and set both parts into the door. Okay. Yeah, the original Resident Evil, you could pretty much shoot every enemy going if you were, as long as you didn't miss too much. So, before tonight's experiment, the Chief and Dr. Kirk will be having a meeting at the second floor lounge. Those who are scheduled to guard should keep a preponderant eye on the area in front of the Chief's room and the surrounding vicinity. Before taking positions, be sure to resupply your ammunition in the custody room. The weapon storage in the custody room can be opened with the combination 0426. Also, we have received information that spies have sneaked into the facility recently. If anything happens, you may have to enter the room with the Chief and the press in order to ensure their safety. You will find the discs that contain the information to access their rooms on top of the locker. That's all for now. Okay, 0426. An old poster, yes, the guard. An old poster of a glamour lady. She appears to be smiling. Documents on security. Also, I'm always very frugal with Resident Evil style games. Oh, I see the darts of the shotgun. He's been gored in the torso. Yes, they've been taken out by dinosaurs. So the shotgun appears to only... I don't know if any... I've only got trank ammo for the... They have... I don't think they've actually redone that much in terms of the models. I think it's just a much higher resolution the Dreamcast one looks at, and everything looks a bit cleaner. I really wish they'd done a newer pre-rendered game, because the visuals of the pre-rendered stuff these days is... you could make the pre-rendered visuals look absolutely stunning. I remember them saying it's a shame they'd actually not used it, because these days tech has meant that pre-rendered visuals now look much, much better. Nope, because I only have the key code for H and not N. So there's not much point in doing that. I need the key code for N to open that door. I've only got the key code for H, so... Okay, can I go out the main... a military symbol? Oh, we've used the entrance, so we can't exit the entrance key. I suspect outside the entrance is going to be front area of entrance. This is going to be filled with enemies, isn't it? These early are Evil games and those Capcom ones, I know Shinji Mikami worked on this. Really, this is just a Resident Evil game, just with a dinosaur skin. They do build up the tension and atmosphere. It does feel like a gloomy, dark place to be in. Okay, the DDK code disk for N, so I just need the input disk for N to unlock the door. Personal changes, research section, special aircraft, experimental room new. Section 3rd, energy physics, registration number 5703. Name Mark Doyle. So registration number 57036. I'm just going to jot that down in the comments, just in case I need it. Appreciate the likes, everyone. Thank you for helipad ahead. It's locked. The sign says heliport ahead. Okay. Appreciate everyone hitting that like button. It is very much appreciated. I'm glad you're enjoying this look at Dino Crisis. As always, if you are new to the stream, my name is Random Gamer Riven. I am the editor of Randomized Gaming, and this is the Dino Crisis on the Dreamcast. It was originally released on the PlayStation 1. This was released on Dreamcast, so it was $99 on the PS1 and it's $2,000 on the Dreamcast. Dreamcast version is largely just a HD, it's basically like a quick upscale of the PS1 version. So it just cleans up a lot of the texturing. The models are a lot cleaner. You can actually see things like their faces much clearer than on the PS1. But other than that, I think it's literally all the same assets, just with a higher resolution. I find it odd Eddie was so easily able to break the switch, and I'm going to hazard a guess we're probably not going to find poor Tom alive. The sequel, I think you can play as Gable, or no? There's a character called Nolan. Yeah, they've basically animated the going upstairs sequences much better than on the original Are Evil. Interesting the fact you have a picture of Regina in the bottom right corner of the screen. I wonder if there was supposed to be more than one player character, more than one playable character originally in this one, and then they axed the other characters. I know the third game is a bit of a weird mismatch because it's set in the far future. There is a bit of time travel, I understand, in this game, which kind of. Oh, really? They take you out that quickly? Use the resuscitation medicine, okay. Yeah, they definitely take a lot of shots in this. In fact, I'm going to ditch the handgun for the shotgun. I must admit, I haven't played this one that, as I said, I've barely played this series before, so I don't know how hard it was in comparison to Resident Evil. But yeah, definitely you take... So have I got to enter A, G, D... Yeah, don't the dinosaurs take a lot of damage over the zombies. So how do those discs work then? Okay, to open a DDK door, you need to find the code, disk and input. You must then use these disks in the device next to the DD. Please note, opening a DD will always include the solving of a puzzle. To decipher the code, use the directional pad to select the numbers, letters, and then press the action button default to enter a select character. To erase a... When you... Okay, I'm gonna hazard a guess. I have to use up. I think this is an anagram. So B, C, F, G, I. So that leaves me, what do I have left? I have a H left. You're saying head, are you? I have E left, A, and I have a D, yeah. Okay, I see. So let's use the letters. Okay, so H. H. Obviously, I've got to put this. Is irritating. That means I've got to put them. You have to assign which order I think those 4 letters are in. B. Oh wait. B, C, F, G, D, I, M. B, C, F, G, I. Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, you take out the letters. Oh, I see. You're suggesting... I see what you're getting. You're saying you take out the letters. You spell a word from the remaining letters. Okay, that's not clear in the slightest in the manual. H. So you basically spell a word from the basic... If you take... Yeah, so H, B, C. If you take B, C out, you leave H, E, F, A, yeah, G, I, and that leaves you the D. So H, E, A, D. Okay, thank you there, Terry Wogan. I was just trying to work that out. That's basically got to spell the words from the remaining letters.
A survivor.
Are you from the rescue team?
Yes, I am. Do you know where I can find Dr. Kirk?
Kirk? That fool. What's he plotting now?
What are you talking about?
Here. Take this.
What's this for?
I don't know. Told me extremely vital.
Dino Cryptic. Yeah, I did see a few people say the puzzles were a bit unclear in this as well, so the panel key 1. I mean, admittedly, this is not the best looking Dreamcast game. It's literally just a spruced up PS1 version. They haven't updated it anyway. It's literally just the PS1 version running under high res with what looks like anti-aliasing. Various miniatures are lined up here. They all seem to be weapons. Will we take the SMG bullets? So do you have infinite... do you have like an infinite inventory in this one? Is there a limit in the inventory in this one? Do you have... I think the thing, unlike Resident Evil, so far the setting feels a bit more lively, like there are a lot more people going to be alive. Okay, that's the other for the disc N. Okay. I can solve that other door. Small objects are neatly placed there. Obviously, family. There are slots under the frame where panel keys can be inserted. Oh. Let's try 5, 7, 0, 3, 6. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Okay, classic Capcom scare tactics. That did make me jump. Like, what's going through the window? Actually, does a sound effect when you're walking on the broken glass, which is quite nice. And you do have transparencies on that 2D textures as well. Yeah, I think it's fair to say it's one of those games you pretty much know the T-Rex is going to be the final boss. I'm guessing its movement isn't vision-based, as Sam Neill infamously said in Jurassic Park. Although I'm not sure that. I think that was purely a made-up suggestion, because I'm not sure they actually know how the T-Rex vision is, because I don't think we've ever found no power to activate it. Yes, we will read the memo. As a result of tonight's experiment, a strong magnetic storm may occur. Communication department will close at 6 PM at this time. Temporarily stored. You can unlock it with the combination 8159. So let's just type that in. 8159. So inexperienced guards have been assigned to it, and a compromise that they do not know how to use the DKK at some point, so they may need to be clear in the manual. Using the basic elimination roll. Ah, here we go. Eliminate the key letters to reveal the correct code. Be sure to try this out by setting the actual DDK to the code locking device. For example, open key XYZ. In the above case, the correct password would be open. Okay, so that's how you figure out how to open. I see, so you actually have to read that memo to understand. Okay, so that's the one that tells us how to use the slot for the antenna activation key. I don't know if we've got the antenna activation key yet. I could use that plug earlier as well, so... Yeah, I'm going to have to guess the T-Rex is the final boss in this. It's normally the way with these type of games. Checking the map, where am I? We're about to go through a door. The door is locked from the other side. Do, do, do. I mean, yeah, what do I think? This is basically Resident Evil with dinosaurs. I think that was one of the criticisms of it, but that's not really a bad criticism. Basically, if you like Resident Evil, like I did, I think the original is a classic game. You've got more of the same, really. So Resident Evil with dinosaurs is all good. It's fine by me. I enjoy playing Resident Evil, so I'm going to enjoy Resident Evil with dinosaurs. Now, has that one gone? It's a shame there isn't a Dreamcast port of Silent Hill. Yeah, it'd be really nice if the original game had Silent Hill had got a Dreamcast port. Lots of resuscitation items. Obviously, Capcom realised things were a bit tricky. There was that plug. I should go back and try and use that plug. I'm guessing we'll have to head back to the command room later for the elevator. So I guess no rush then. More signs of a struggle in this room, so I'm going to find something around the corner there. I don't like what I might be about to find. Yes. Recover aid. Okay, so basically a lot of these notes are acting as tutorials. So new product description, recover aid, and aid, intensify, multiply. The 4 chemicals listed above feature our company's latest advancements. They are designed to perform exceptional, particularly on the front lines where only the minimum amount of equipment is accessible. By mixing chemical, the following 2 types of supplies can be recreated. Recovering type covers lost fight. Antiseptic type, applied to the head of a bullet or needle, it can put the target to sleep. Okay. Supplies that are produced by chemical mixing can be made even more effective with adding additional mixing. I see. So we can basically, like Resident Evil, mix the plants, and we can also create tranquilizer ammo and things. Oh wow, they take a lot of shotgun rounds. So I've probably got enough. That's. Okay, well, we've got 2 numbers now. I've got. Oh, what was it? 81. Yeah, it was 8159. I didn't type that in. I see, so we've already got an upgrade equipped. Okay, that might not have been such a good idea. I seem to have made my handgun unusable with the default ammo, so... Yeah, so I've customised it. Yeah, I didn't need to go the mixed option, I just sort of equipped the two together. So now I've got... Click on that check. I've now turned it into a custom Glock 35. The 430 S&W bullets are unusable. Well, that might not have been such a good idea, seeing as I don't have any... I don't have any of the default bullets anyway, okay. Definitely, like, the music's really good for bringing up the tension in this. That's with all the Resident Evil games. Or Capcom survival horror games, I should say. Although, to be fair, Onishima also probably falls into this type of genre. Yeah, definitely this is just literally the PS1 version spruced up. You can see that with the fact you're getting the sort of weird triangular movement from everything moving up and down. It's very much a bare bones PS1 port, but that's not necessarily a bad thing when it just improves it. Definitely makes it a bit smoother. Although I should say I'm playing the PAL version, just to reiterate, I have used the DCX to force this into 60 Hz, so... Just checking everything as I go along in case I'm missing anything.
I've unlocked the shutters near the entrance. One more thing. I just caught a glimpse of something on the monitor that looked human. It should be somewhere near the front of the training room. So, check there first.
What's the DCX? Okay, so we use 2 boot discs. The two we use, there's actually a couple of boot discs. So there's the Utopia boot disc, which is that was a pretty rudimentary one, like one of the first ones. It's not that great. I'm actually using DCX for Dreamcast, which is spelt like this, and basically it's a boot disc that largely, I mean, pretty much every game we've got we can use on this. The only game I'm aware that supposedly doesn't work, although I've not actually tested it but I've seen all the reports, is Rent a Hero No 1. There are a couple of boot discs. So there's the DCX for Dreamcast. You can use the Exploder cheat disc to boot games as well. You can also... The advantage with the DCX, though, is this can also force into VGA and force into NTSC or PAL, which is a very helpful tool for a lot of games. You have to press A and start to bring it up. Basically, you insert it, press A and start, and it brings it up. These days, you can just literally download it because they no longer manufacture this. But there's also the... Exploder as well, which we use as the Game Shark. That was done by the same company. And there's also the Game Shark. Basically, Exploder is basically a hex editor like the Game Shark and Action Replay. There's also the Game Shark / Action Replay. So I think the Exploder is the same as the Code Breaker. And in the UK, we also got the Action Replay, which is another cheat device. That, I think, has different supports for different games as well. And that also can be used as a boot disc as well. I believe the Action Replay is called the Game Shark in the US. So the Exploder is the Code Breaker and the Action Replay is the Game Shark. The Game Shark is probably better getting a sort of discount one these days, or because the original version required a third-party memory card, and I don't really advise using third-party memory cards. I had heard a few people say that the action replay cart you had to install caused problems, so... Yes, okie dokie. Right, this is going to be fun, this one. So what have we got? I assume it's going to go along. That means we've got... So A, B, D, F, G. So A, B... So the first letter's going to be N. We've got a D. And then we've got an E, F, G, H. So A, B. And then we've got W. And then we've got C. This is going to be D, F, G, H. A, B. No, that's not D. Got to go delete. So don't need D. D is one. We just get so A, B, D, F, G, H. So A, B, D, F, G, H. So just the N and the A, B, D, F, G, H. A, B, D, F, G, H. So that's O, M. A, B, D, E, F, G, H, R. And we have the word newcomer, okay. They've definitely, I think they've anti-elast absolutely everything because it is a little bit... Possibly a researcher. Ooh, I was trying to look at the screen as well. It's definitely a sort of classic old school Resident Evil style game. Can I use... So we've got one working lift, I'm guessing. More ammo. Another plug. Can I get ammo out of these boxes? Because I'm just wondering, do you get... Terry, do you know if you get items out of the boxes or are they just for storing stuff? I haven't actually seen her idle animation. I assume she has... I assume Regina has idle animation. Yeah, she puts her hand on her hip. I think Chris did that in the original Resident Evil. I wonder if they're just using Chris's animation. Using a bit of Jill's animals. They definitely reused assets for this one. I think Regina is implied to be a code name as well. You're not sure of her actual name. So far, we've not faced a huge number of enemies till we push the switch yet. Regina, get up, get up, get up. Okay, so lesson 1, those trank darts are rubbish. Well, I wouldn't have been using the resuscitation, I would have been steadily chewed and gnawed. Do you know what, they jump up and down on the desk, but yeah, I see what you mean about this being tricky. Oh, they keep coming back as well in this one. As for the original Resident Evil, you get that subtle sort of music playing when you're in these sort of rooms, just to sort of imply safety, although I wouldn't... Yeah, the GameCube remake of Resident Evil 1 is one of the best remakes of any game ever done. As is the... it's weird, a lot of remakes are, quite frankly, rubbish, but Resident Evil 1 has an absolutely superb remake. Oh, crap. These things are quite relentless. They like to pounce as well, don't they? Your vitality gets taken out quite quickly as well, which is another... Of the hunters, yeah. The thing with the hunters is you meet them much later on when you have better equipment, don't you? Let's get the two of them again. I don't have any ammo now. Game over. I think it's a resuscitation. Yeah, I think it's my last resuscitation medicine, which is slightly irritating. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean about this being definitely tougher. Literally, and they take you out almost instantly, so you have to actually make sure the health's a bit misleading. You can't be on even like 3 or 4 bits. You have to be on... you've literally got to be on 5 or 6 to survive them, so... No, I didn't mean to do that, but... Go back through there. See, I was hoping I might be able to grab the ammo, but obviously not if he's standing right next.
Gale, you're still alive. Good timing.
What is it? Another lizard?
That's no lizard. It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur?
Look, something's really wrong with this place. This whole mission has gone sour.
Hey, it's always eat or be eaten out in the battlefield. No matter who or what you're up against. Any word on the dock yet? I've got to hook up with Rick again. My radio's dead, and he's the only one who can fix it.
Well, I was going to shoot the dinosaurs outside because I have no ammunition, and there's about 3 of them outside. A military flag. Got to go right back to the start as well, I think, to unlock where I need to go. But yeah, the dinosaurs are definitely, like you say, like the hunter, Terry. They are... I mean, there isn't a lot of music in this game, but it's definitely very good for suspension. Visually, so I'd say visually this is not great. This is just literally a slightly tarted up PS1 version. But it's decent enough that it does look better than the PS1 version. I think definitely the higher resolution and smoother textures. There were some changes in the lighting I noticed. So I think some people... yeah, so he's obviously not finished off the 2 dinosaurs. We take the medipack. Thank you, Gary. You've just walked outside with loads of the... Oh, I see. That's That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not actually going to waste the ammo on them either because I literally have no ammo. I'm going to save it. Save it for a bit. No, that's the wrong door. I've just come back to the door. Oh, so we can use traps to Okay, so we can move that. Okay, I have to remember that you can remove some crates or items as well. Now, since we can use the air vents a lot more, does that mean we can move to another... Actually figuring out where the air vents go as well. Oh, that one's a lecture vent hallway. Ah, I see. So we got a shortcut there. Well, I don't want to go to the lecture room hallways. That was infested with dinosaurs. Yeah, respawning dinosaurs is not fun. I'm wondering, I'm going to have a suspicion. So I am going to have a suspicion in the Japanese version, easy is called normal and this is called hard. I think that might be what the issue. I think they foolishly renamed normal easy just to make it sound like it's harder. Yeah, so far no clear issues with the 60 Hz force, so...
So how goes the search for the doc?
Nothing yet. I didn't find any sign of him on this level.
That leaves the underground area then. It's the only place left.
But there's no power down there, right?
Not yet.
That'll be your job, Regina. Restore the power to the underground area.
Ah, so these do have supplies in. Let's just take the resuscitators for now. Okay, so I do want to open those boxes. I think I need to head outside again, don't I? Right to the start. I think that's where the locked door I need to open is. Yeah, so my suspicion is this is actually... There was one of them in here, wasn't there? This is the office again. 1, 1, 2, 3. I don't think there's anything else in the facility, but I'm just going to double check. I think I've got everything in here. I think this is where to go. I think that ammo may have respawned actually. Oh no, that was the one in the... Yeah, I'm going to have to bet this is actually hard mode and they just renamed... Capcom foolishly renamed it, which is a big mistake.
So, do we have power yet?
You're in the green, thanks to you. Look, I need you to come back here. There's something I have to talk to you about.
What's the emergency?
Gale just told me he saw someone on the underground monitor.
It flashed by pretty quick, but I'm sure I saw something. Rick, open the shutter to the underground area. What is it?
It's a distress signal from one of our team members. It must be Cooper.
Yeah, or it might be Tom. He infiltrated this facility posing as one of the researchers. Can you pinpoint the signal?
It's coming from outside of the building, to the east of the rear entrance we came in from.
Look, we'll deal with it later. Our first priority is the survivor in the underground. It could be the doc.
What are you talking about? He's asking for our help. We don't leave our own behind.
And what if it's a trap? Would you want one of us to come and rescue you?
Don't bother. I'm willing to take that risk.
Remember our mission. We're not here to babysit.
That's your way of operating, not mine. All right. You have your access to the underground, Gale. So get moving. You handle your things your way, I'll handle my things my way.
That punk is really starting to get on my nerves. Regina, I'm heading out to investigate the underground.
Okay, so this is, you actually get choices here. So obviously it's a bit different to Resident Evil. So search for clues to find Dr. Rick's idea, rescue your comrade immediately. What do? Let's go and look for my comrade. Particularly, I think Rick is going to be the one that might get into a spot of bother. Not that I have any ammo at the minute to do anything, but Hello and welcome back, Terry. I think it's a bit of a quiet stream night tonight. Another bit. Yeah, these dinosaurs keep coming back pretty ruthlessly, don't they? The respawning's annoying, actually. think I might be needing that in a minute. Yeah. Oh, come on. You just walk past them. There's some silliness with the fact they're spawning after your guys. Just remember while you're doing those danger scenes, it's almost like you need to do something. Press attack and aid. Okay, I really should probably check all those crates, because obviously they do seem to have the plugs next to them.
Tom!
They came out of nowhere. Didn't have a chance.
Tom, can you tell us what's going on here?
Kirk's insane. His experiments have nothing to do with energy development.
Tom!
Here, take this.
His wounds are pretty bad. We have to move him someplace safe immediately. This looks pretty bad. Listen, I'll take care of it.
Okie dokies, yeah, so, yeah, we've got a load of med packs. We should be able to just use them on him, I guess. He's care of Tom's wounds. There's not many save points either. We've only... I should have probably read that. I was going to say I could probably read the map earlier. Yeah, I think auto aim's on by default, but you probably want it for that pterodactyl because you ain't getting it otherwise. But yeah, definitely you do not get much ammunition in this, that's for sure. I wouldn't call... Resident Evil was quite gun heavy. This is not. Yeah, this... Yeah, not much point shooting them. I've barely any ammo, so I should try and open that other safe box actually. Where was it again? It was in the B1 crane card. Yeah, you definitely get that PS1 sort of stutter. Okay, so what's the red? So this pipe one's an interesting one. Which button will you press? So that tells me this side I have to press if I want the reds to match. Oh, is this going to work? Is this going to work? It's quite funny the way that one gets blended. Is that all I need to do? So we turned on the power. Are Rick and Tom still going to be active?
Finally, we have access to the elevator outside.
Good. Now we can head straight down to the underground. So you saw the beast, right?
Yeah. Pteranodon, wasn't it?
I meant you saw that it was a real dinosaur. It's unbelievable.
Didn't I tell you?
This is just like that movie. Regina, we have to hurry. Tom's not going to last much longer.
I'll clear a path by moving these containers. You just keep an eye on Tom.
I'm going to hazard a guess Tom is not going to make it through to the end of the game. Okay, so first the question is, how does this crane work? So I'd assume that hook. Okay, so which block do I need to move? Oh, I need to go down one, left one, up two, hook, left two, release. Yeah, a lot of the push items purely be to discover healing items and ammo behind it. Will you operate the crane? So, hook. So which ones do I need to move to get these out of the way? So I need to build a path. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing. Just gonna check there's nothing down. In this corner area that I've unlocked. Yeah, definitely get the PS1 shaky textures in this, so... Okay, so up to... Oh. Oh, it's down one, not two. Well, this one's actually quite a bit sharper in terms of resolution. As the PS1 one, there's actually quite blurry and fizzy with the pixelation, but this one's much cleaner. But the texture quality is pretty much the same. I think you pretty much use the same textures. I think I have to clear it, aren't I? Hang on, it won't let me clear that. Okay, but be careful here. You can probably non-prog yourself. Okay, I think we're good.
Will do. Concentrate on the mission and leave the rest to me.
Right.
Oh yeah. If Gil gives you any more of his bull, be sure to beat him down for me, okay?
Got to do quite a bit of mixing as well, I see. I mean, this is all new to me for this set. I haven't actually played mix. So that creates a large health pack. Sure, to mix items, yes. It also heals bleeding.
Rick, watch out! Chew on this!
Where'd the other two go? They suddenly went map. Backup generator suddenly in the med room and they're getting attacked by. Okay, so that's the access to. Yeah, it's just a solid game, although there's not really many save points at all. I'm trying to. these sort of danger sections. I mean, visually, it's, as I said, sort of looks like a PS1 game, but it's not too bad. Except this Dreamcast version is definitely the better of the two. Make it into the Redstone room, see if they're probably one of them been bumped off.
Rick,
He's dead.
hey, it's not your fault.
Yeah. I'll be in the control room.
Now you've got the mini dinos, yeah. What I could actually do. The last port on. Okay, another plug. I need to go try and get the ammo plug. Upgrading the gun was perhaps at this early stage quite a bad decision because I don't have any ammo for the... At least I think the mini dinos will go pretty quickly. Control room hallway. Okay, we've got up to the control room. That sequence doesn't make any sense because you kind of expect Regina to go with Tom and Rick so that way he didn't get killed. It doesn't quite make much sense, but...
What? Oh, I don't see any signs of Doc here.
Not bad though, not bad at all. Right, Terry, thank you for being with me on screen. I'm actually going to wrap it up now. I think I've looked at this for about 2 hours now. Yeah, 2 hours 30. I think that's enough for me streaming Dino Crisis. Not a bad game. Certainly sort of Resident Evil. I can see why it's quite a popular title on Dreamcast. Certainly, it's not the best looking, and I think this is the same sort of engine they use for Resident Evil. It may be the same. I think Nextech supposedly did this, so they may have done all three Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 on Dreamcast. So it was a nice port. And if you like the original Dino Crisis, I said the PAL version's only 50 Hz, but I did use DCX to explode it, force it into 60. It does work at VGA. You can force it into VGA. However, if you do that, none of the cutscenes play, as in the FMV movies. Because there's so few FMV sequences, other than like the opening start, you're not missing a huge amount. So if you want to play it in VGA, I think what I could do is, if I wanted to record this in VGA, basically record, do saves, save the FMV sequences interlaced, and then do the rest of the game VGA. Still does look quite nice over Dreamcast. At 480i, it might even be 240p actually, because it's definitely been very smooth tonight. But yeah, this has been quite an interesting game. Yeah, definitely a lot tougher than Resident Evil. The raptors are much more menacing. But that's it from me, Random Game Riven. I'm going to finish tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Terry Wogan, who's been on stream, although I know that's a pseudonym. And thank you. We did a message from Devonte's Paradise, although they weren't able to stay during the stream. But thank you all for everyone who's been on stream. Please hit that like button if you enjoy our content, and please do consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy our stuff. This has been Dino Crisis by Capcom. As I said, it was developed and published by Capcom, although Nextech, I believe, worked on the Dreamcast port. It was originally released in 1999 on PlayStation 1, and it's basically a classic survival series. I think this might be available on PSN. I'm not entirely sure. I know a lot of the people have mumbled a lot of the sort of classic Capcom games aren't readily available. Definitely, I think this one's much closer to Resident Evil, though it's not as close to... that's fine. It's definitely... That's okay, Terry. Glad you enjoyed the series. It's actually quite a good title. I've quite enjoyed what I played, actually. Admittedly, a bit slow meeting some of the other monsters, but I suppose you don't really want to. Definitely, the raptors are quite menacing, although there's been the two types of raptors. They are really quite nasty. I was surprised... And you don't get much ammo as well, so there's definitely a lot more running. Oh, we've had the pterodactyls as well. So yeah, definitely a quite enjoyable game. Thank you all. That's it from me, Random Game Riven. I'll be back next week. We do have some long plays coming on the channel. I'm setting up one for Rush Rally Reloaded. And I'm also setting up one for Dynamite Cop on the Dreamcast. I might try and see if I can do Rally 2 as well, do a full arcade play. I've been practicing it to unlock, to basically... going through the save file, just playing through again, see if I can unlock it. But that's it from me tonight. Thank you all, and I'll see you all very shortly next week. Have a good weekend, everyone.